Just getting myself organized. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. I'm just waiting to go live in the group so I can see any questions or comments. Hope everyone's well. There I am. Just wait to see if someone joins. There are a couple of people joining in. Hey Nat, can you let me know you can hear me okay? Hey Jules. Hi everyone. Welcome to my fridge. This is my craft room, my dining table. Although today we did have someone come out and do some measuring, so fingers crossed, very soon, I should say do this, I will have a very cool craft room. All right. Excellent. Thanks, Nat. Thanks for letting me know. So we've got a few jumping on, so thanks so much for joining. I'm so sorry that I'm interrupting maths. I had to stop it myself to come here. But I really just wanted to share my excitement, I suppose. And given that Nat's going to be live tomorrow, we thought we'd be running out of time to kind of show you all the goodness. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Megan. So today I got a very special gift, which is here for Valentine's Day. As someone commented today, it is the raspberry as well, which is a fantastic color for Valentine's Day. So I thought we would go through today, tonight, and open it together and do the test project, and I'll talk a little bit about what the EasyPress 2 is and what's different to the original, etc. And I've got my original here to my side as well. So ultimately the EasyPress 2, the key differences are, first of all, it comes in 3 sizes. So it comes in the small 6x7, which is perfect for projects like onesies, maybe cardstock projects, something where you don't want to kind of get something that's a little bit bigger out. Then it comes in the 9x9 as well. And then also the Big Daddy, which is one that I wanted, which is the 10x12. Now for me, the reason that I really wanted the 10x12 was because my son, who's 9, is getting bigger, and whilst you can move the plate around your project if you've got a larger design, I just started to think, well, it's going to be much easier if I've got a bigger machine. So it's going to make the projects that much quicker, just simpler and so forth. Another couple of things that are a little bit different, we've got the temperature. So the original will go up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. As a crafter, I now craft in inches, and I also now craft in Fahrenheit. But the new EasyPresses will go up to 400 degrees. So that's very similar to, I believe, what the heat press will go up to, 400 degrees. And effectively the EasyPress, if you're not familiar with it at all, it has the convenience of an iron, super light and portable, with the results of a heat press. So great for those iron-on projects, whether it's onto clothing or wood or chipboard or cardstock. You've seen Nat did a great video actually in the announcement section, which was anything other than fabric. So I definitely recommend checking that out. I've used it myself on cards, and for the Christmas tags I did earlier in the year, I used it on cardstock and felt and a couple of other mediums as well. So check out those videos. Just checking to see if there's any questions. No, awesome. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to open up my mat. So the machines are available in the store. If you can't see them, ask for them. They may not be out on the shelves, but make sure you ask the craft manager. They also come with a matching mat as well. So there's a small size. There already was obviously the one for the 9x9, but there's also now a larger one for the larger EasyPress. So we'll open that first. Throw my rubbish on the floor. Here it is. The mats, if you're not familiar with, you can use either the Cricut EasyPress mat or a towel, folded towel for your projects. I do recommend the mats. they protect your surface. They actually wick away some of the moisture on your projects or your fabrics as well. And they're also designed to push the heat back up through your projects and kind of heating evenly from both sides. So if you can stretch for it, I thoroughly recommend this. They also do have a little bit of give. So if you do have a little bit of bulk on your project, so maybe a seam or something that's around it, whilst it's always good to kind of raise the project above those seams so you're not kind of pressing directly on them, this does have quite a bit of give, so you can get away with it. So that's the mat. Thanks, Jules. So 400 degrees is approximately 176 degrees Celsius. There you go. All right, so let's open it up. I haven't opened this at all, so that's pretty. Glitter green Cricut. And that's another thing that's new with the EasyPress 2 is it does come with, I believe, a bag that you get to iron this on, so like a carry bag, which is good if you go into a craft show or just want to store it away dust-free. There is the Let's Do It packet, which is very similar to the new Cricut. So I'm just going to have a quick look here. So there's some registration information there. There is a booklet that just goes through what you've actually purchased. Some information on how to use the various buttons and so forth, which we'll cover off tonight as well, and really just how to get on with your first projects. So that's in there. There's a quick start guide, which we will ignore for now. And there's also some safety and warranty information there as well. One thing to remember with the EasyPress, or the EasyPresses that are in Australia, is that they are designed for Australia. So the voltage, etc. It's not like the actual Maker or the Explore machines where you can just swap out a cord and plug them in if they're from the US. These, if you buy from the US, you would need a step-down converter. And I actually did jump on Amazon today just to do a bit of a price comparison. And to be honest, it was marginal at best. And for a decent step-down converter, you would be looking at about $100, $150. So I would thoroughly recommend buying in Australia. And it makes it easy if you do happen to have any problems, then you can, of course, return it locally and so forth. Hey, Dean. Hey, Rosalind, glad to hear you're going to make the purchase. Which one are you going to buy? The big, the baby, medium size? So now I'm just going to very gently, because that would be nothing worse than dropping this right now. My cord, sure there's nothing else in there. Okay, so here he or she is. We've got the cord, which is pretty standard. I'll take that off. Australian plug. The bag, which I mentioned, which has the EasyPress inside. I'm just going to pop that to the side for a minute. And we've got the cradle. So again, if you're not familiar with the EasyPress, they all come with a cradle. This is a new design. Let me just move my original out of the way. So it's much lower. So you can hopefully see this is the new one. This is the original, so it's a little bit lower, but ultimately doing the same thing. So what's good about the cradle is that that also protects your surface, so you're not having the heat obviously touching your dining room table or whatever you're pressing on. It's obviously very durable and heat resistant, of course. The other great thing about the EasyPress, all of them, is that they do also switch off after about 10 minutes. So if you run off to go pick the kids up from school or drop them off or whatever the case may be, you don't have to stress. It's going to automatically shut off after 10 minutes of no use. The other good thing about this, and I think too probably being that little bit lower, is that, you know, little hands, little fingers, they're going to be protected, and it's going to be very difficult for someone to potentially reach up and flip flip that on top of themselves or something. So from a safety point of view, that'll be good. Yes, so this is the 10 by 12, if I didn't mention that. So again, 3 sizes. They come in the 6 by 9, the 9 by 9, which is the same as the original EasyPress, and the 10 by 12, which is this one. Let's get it out of this bag. Here it is. Get this out of the way. So it is covered and protected by plastic. I'm just going to tear that off. And I can show you now a direct comparison of the original or the EasyPress 2 9x9 as well versus the big one. So as I mentioned, like my son's getting bigger now, so like for ironing on t-shirts, I'm starting to have to do kind of multiple applications versus this one now, which you can see is a really good size. So I'll just try and hold them up, and it's super light as well. It's not heavy, so you don't have to be worried if you're concerned at all about the weight. You can see there the difference in size. So let's plug it in. Let's do our first project. Hi, Bryson. Okay. Make sure that's nice and stable. I'm going to need my bag because that's what we're going to iron our gorgeous Cricut glitter C onto. So I'm just going to move that around. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is the interactive EasyPress settings guide. Now, this is really important because there have been instructions that have been PDF'd and they're on the internet. I think at one stage we had them on the group as well. But those settings have been updated since the EasyPress was first released. So I can't stress this enough of going to the interactive EasyPress settings, and I'll just bring that up myself. I'm just going to turn this on. Okay, so hopefully you can see that a little bit, but effectively all you need to do, I just bookmark it on my phone. I always use it because I just can't remember even the most basic settings that I use all the time. We select the material, which is, or the iron-on, which is glitter. And then the base material. So the base material in this stage is going to be 100% cotton because we've got the cotton bag. And then the last one that we're going to choose is whether it's an EasyPress mat or a towel. Okay, so I'm going to choose EasyPress mat. And what it's telling me is that I need it on 330 degrees Fahrenheit or 165 Celsius. Now, this one is actually on Celsius at the moment. I mentioned before that I work in Fahrenheit. To change it, super easy. You just hold down the thermometer button and that will actually change it to Fahrenheit. Then I've got my plus buttons, which I'm going to put up to 330. And this says we need to do it for 30 seconds with gentle pressure. So I'm going to click the timer and it's already defaulting to 30 seconds as well. After that, it says to flip the material and press for another 15 seconds and then peel off warm. So we'll wait for that to heat up. Another great feature about the EasyPress, whether it's again the new one or the original, is it will beep when it's reached the right temperature. So that's a nice reminder as well. So that's fantastic. So wait for that to beep, and of course then it'll also beep once the time has run out as well. So again, making it super easy, no more having to kind of stand on top of your iron. As I said, it was gentle pressure, and I'll show you how I'll show you with my original press how I sort of gauge my pressure. So when it says gentle pressure, I'm standing up and I'll just put one hand on the press and I'm just slightly leaning forward. So I'm just kind of leaning forward a little bit, not putting my whole body weight on there. If it says medium, then I'll just put 2 hands and I just lean forward. If it says, I can't remember the next one, how it describes it, but basically if it needs more pressure, that's when I'll kind of just lean forward a bit and really just put my body weight down on top of it. But nowhere near as excruciating as when I used to use an iron. And the results are, for me, 100 times better. I just never had success with iron-on before I got the EasyPress. And now I just love using it. And again, for everything, cardstock, wood, chipboard. I just love iron-on now, particularly for me because I find even working with a lot of cardstock, you can get a lot of really fine detail when you're cutting with iron-on versus maybe with cardstock where if it's really fine it might tear or something like that. So it's another medium that's super useful. So hopefully you heard that beep. Yeah, thanks, Bryson, showing off my giant muscles there. That's why I can tell you, if you're worried about the weight, you're fine. Because if I can lift this, anybody can. All right, so I'm just going to move this a little bit over because my table's quite a distance away from my PowerPoint, so I don't want to run out of room. Just make sure I've got room there. Yep. So first thing that we always recommend as well, particularly if it's fabric, is just to give it a light press, just to warm it up. And the reason for that is just to remove any moisture. So if there is moisture or anything in the garment or what you're ironing onto, that can affect the application of your iron-on. So here we go. We've got our Cricut. Everyone got their fingers crossed. Pop that on there. And I'm going to place my EasyPress on. I'm going to press the green Cricut C, and again, just one, and just, yeah, gently leaning forward. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Megan. You did hear it. Thanks, Megan. And it's counting down for me. So again, I can be distracted, doing whatever I need to be doing. I'm not having to worry about remembering counting down in my head or setting out the timers. All right, so it beeped. So I'm going to move this off. I'm going to flip my design. And then I'm going to do, I won't worry about this time, setting the timer for 15 seconds, but I certainly could. I'll just watch it now, just do another 15 seconds on the back. So this is recommended to do the application on the back. And as I said earlier, it's a warm peel. So we'll wait for it to cool down a little bit so it's not too hot. And that's 15 seconds. And now I'm just going to turn it off. So there we go. Here's my Cricut. See? Probably a little bit left of center, but that's okay. We'll let that cool down a bit before we peel it off. In the meantime, what I wanted to remind everyone, we have the EasyPress 2 competition in the 9x9 size. So this will be this size. So Cricut have very generously given us the EasyPress to give away. To be honest, I'm a bit surprised that we haven't had more people jumping on that competition. It's an amazing competition. We're a hair's breadth away from getting our 8,000 members. We're probably really only a couple of weeks away from reaching our target of 8,500. All you need to do is blast it on social media, get the word out there about the group, get people on board so that we can get to that target as quickly as possible, and then one of you can win that amazing prize. It's worth $325, guys, so can't recommend you getting on board with that enough. If you need the details of the competition, just search EasyPress 2 competition in the group and you'll find the post. So again, blowing up those social medias, take a screenshot, add it to the comments, do it as many times as you like, just get really creative. So we want to see different types of posts each time you do it. The other thing is, Jules is saying, come on guys, come on, like who wants to win? I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, I won my first EasyPress and I am in love now buying the big one. I don't have a need for onesie so much. I'm not planning on having kids anytime soon or anymore. So I probably don't have a need for that one at the minute, but I mean, super cute. So who knows, maybe Christmas birthday. But I mean, I won this last time, so get in there, guys, and win it. We've also got Nat going live tomorrow night. I just want to remind you, so that will be at 8 p.m. New South Wales Victoria time, 7 p.m. Queensland time. Hopefully for the first time ever, I've got that right. Nat's going to be going through a live Q&A on getting started with Cricut. Okay, so if you've got any burning questions, something you're not sure of, this is really the tutorial that you want to join, because she will be able to answer that for you. She'll go through setting up the machine, what essentials you'll need to get set up, some great tips and tricks about, loading, unloading your mats and so forth. So don't miss that one. The other thing is Dreaming Tree. So the Dreaming Tree competition closes tonight at midnight. I'll be shutting off commenting, probably not at midnight, but first thing in the morning, and we'll be choosing 2 winners. Each of you will win a $10 US Dreaming Tree voucher that you can spend on their website on anything you want. Again, guys, search the group, Dreaming Tree competition, get on board, great prizes to win, and good luck. So let's peel this off. Probably got a bit cool now, but hopefully you can see it. Jibber jabbering too long. So pretty. I just love glitter. I hate glitter. I absolutely hate glitter. It gets everywhere, but I love it on cardstock and iron on, and oh gosh, so cute. And that is just peeling off beautifully. It's not peeling up, lifting at all. We need glitter vision. Look at that, gorgeous. And then I've got the perfect bag now for my EasyPress 2, 10 by 12. So thanks for joining. I'll just have a quick look at the comments. Loretta, honestly, I just didn't do iron-on before. I actually pretty much just gave up on it. I certainly never did it something I was going to give to someone else. I only ever did it for my son because I just couldn't get a good result with an iron. I was so thrilled when I won the EasyPress because I thought about buying it and I was dubious. I wasn't sure. They were brand new to Australia, but you'll see lots of positive feedback in the group. 99.9% of people absolutely love them. So I can't recommend this product enough, to be honest with you. And now with EasyPress 2, the other thing with EasyPress 2, so again, heats up to 400 degrees versus 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It does heat up faster as well, so that's super convenient. It also can take, there is actually a USB slot, you probably can't show somewhere, trying to feel around. It can actually take firmware updates as well. So you can't see the USB slot at the minute, but it can take US firmware updates as well. So a lot of scope as well for the future of crafting, and who knows what else Cricut's going to come up with. So again, I recommend this EasyPress 2 if you can, and buy all 3, why not? But yeah, so thanks everyone. Rosalind, look, in terms of application, this was flawed. So Rosalind is asking if there's a difference between the two. In terms of application, this one was, it was flawless. Again, I've had great results with my original. For me, as I mentioned at the start of the video, the biggest reason that I wanted to get the 10 by 12 was sheer size. I now wanted to do adult t-shirts. And again, my son, he's 9, he's growing. This one was requiring me to do multiple kind of placements of the EasyPress to get the application right, which is fine. But now I can just do it in one go. So that was a big one for me, and the reason why I really hinted about getting this one. Thanks, Nat, saying the USB thing is near the cord. So I trust you, Nat. Above the power cable. I can feel it. Yep. It's there. I knew it was there. I had seen it on another one. All right, guys, look, I think I've covered everything. If I've forgotten anything, please add your comments in, and I'll be online for a while tonight, so I will answer those as quickly as possible. Yeah, any questions, concerns, just let us know. Happy shopping. Who knows, maybe you'll be getting a nice one for Valentine's Day tomorrow as well. And yeah, we'll catch up with you soon. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for Nat. All right, good night.